Ooh. No need to ask. Hello, it's me. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. Drewski, look at you being all first on the last day of the month. What? Hello, it's me. I was wondering if after all these years you'd like to meet to go over everything. What's that from, y'all? Steve Albuquerque. What's that from? What's it from, Steve Albuquerque? What is it from? What's the lyrics to the who is that? Whose song was Mama just quoting? Rick, what's going on? Y'all know I had to work today, so and then I had to go to the store, and then stalling, and then next thing you know, it's 10:15, and here I be. But it's the last day of the month. Mama gotta do that push. She do that little push that she do because she's terrible. That's right, Adele. That's the answer to the question. It is. Okay. Ooh, yes, honey. Say he shouldn't have read. What is that? Say he shouldn't have read the book of lawful law. Not the lawful law. Not the law be lawfulin'. Mm-mm. That's right, Steve Albuquerque. It was a deal. It was. It was. How did you know? How did you know? I almost cough right into my microphone, y'all. Y'all was about to catch all of that spray. It's about to spray the shit out of y'all. That's what's about that I'd had. That's almost happened. It almost took place. Okay. It almost occurred. Trying to think of some other words to use. Thanks for coming back again. Okay. All right. Let's see. Live. We are live. Yes, we are. We are live, and yes, we are. Oh, ooh. Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. All I can say is it's been good to see the heroes of Waukesha. Oh, yeah. So a bunch of the like the police officers and stuff were in this. Like they came in, testified and stuff. I thought it was so fun. I was like looking at this one guy and I was like, why does he look familiar? And I was like, wait, is he one of the people? And then I looked in the comment section or the little chat thing, the live chat from when it was live. And sure enough, somebody said, oh yeah, that's one of the guys from Daryl's trial. Sure was. Whole lot of overlap. Substain. Exactly. Hit the like button for mama. Okay. Let's get it started with some red emojis in the chat. Just break right into it. You know what I'm saying? Just ain't nothing to it but to do it. You feel me? Bryce Skolton was here. Oh, okay. Yes, honey. Jared. What's up, Jared? That's Val. What's poppin'? Jessica. Hey, boo. Hey, boo. What's up with honey? What's going on? There you go. Thank you, Jared. Red emojis in the chat. 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 Make it do what he do. Oh, that's my. Oh, I gotta plug my phone in. Gotta plug my phone in, y'all. I'll plug her in. Ooh. Yeah, the medical examiner. Yeah, I saw her. Her hair looked a little different. I couldn't figure out what it was. I couldn't place it. But I think it was maybe her hair is like white or something now. It's like not even gray. It's like white, like silver or something. Oh, shoot out my little text message to my Shammy Sham. Oh, that's right. She text. Oh, my Sammy is going through it, y'all. Let me get some purple emojis in the chat for Sammy before I even text her. We need. My Sammy is having a time. I got this message when I was at work. She texted me when I was at work, and I was like, "Oh shit, I'll text her when I get done." But my absent-minded brain, just now, I'm looking at it. Oh my God, Lord Jesus! Oh my God, my Sammy. Oh my gosh. My Sammy be going through it, y'all. She be going through it. She be going through it like all the time. It's always, oh my gosh. Bless her heart. Oh, mm, mm. My Sammy Sam. Ooh, Louis Jetta. Lou Jetta. Louis Jetta. Louis Jetta. Lou Jetta. Yes, honey. Oh my gosh. All right. So what is this thing right here? This is gonna be, they're gonna get into some more of that stuff with the no, you think about Maryland. Maryland is the one whose birds is laying eggs. Timmy is is the one with the dog. She got the dog. That thinks keep getting your people mixed up, Robert. Maryland got the egg laying bird. Okay, that's Maryland. Okay. Ooh. Ludidia. Ludidia. That's all right, Robert. That's all right. It's all right. We got lots of pets. Everybody got pets in here but me. I'm the only one with no pets. I keep thinking it's Friday, y'all, and I don't know why. Okay, I don't know why, but I just be do. I just be do, okay? But oh yeah, so yeah, that little note, his little, what do you call it, little kill note, you know, his little list of, so they're gonna be going over that. Well, one of the investigators got the note in there. So we're gonna be watching that tonight. Okay, that's what we're gonna be looking at. All right, y'all ready? Is y'all ready? Is y'all ready for this? Dun, 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 dun.
When you look back on this conversation and consider it in the context of items found during this search warrant in Mr. Lychwick's apartment, did his interest in Germany become very relevant to your investigation?
Yes, when viewed through the context of the German phrases used in the notes that were located in his apartment, in light of the weapon that we heard, fired the rounds that killed Mr. Maldonado, that being a German manufactured firearm, that is where the relevance.
Oh, hell no. You know, y'all, when I tell y'all, mama's instincts are funny. This is the first time I'm hearing them say anything about German anything. But something about him and even his name. I don't even know if that name, I don't know if his name is German or not, but Kevin Lychwick. For some reason, it just, when I look up the name so I can type it in to find stuff or whatever, the name was, it was giving me Nazi soldier. I don't know what, something about his name. And then I was like, that's so weird. Like, it's like he didn't really know the guy, but there was something about the guy that something put him on his list. He's in his building, and he's a black dude. That would be enough. Like that would actually be enough to put him on the list. Actually, the top of the list, and then he work his way down. start killing the women because they hate those too. Oh my God, let me find out that it's a bunch of German weird like Nazi memorabilia in his house. Something is telling me that that's what's about to happen, y'all.
To me,
Hey,
of
Jillian.
his interest and his knowledge about Germany,
Oh shit,
history,
my phone died. I just
and
told
German
myself to
culture
plug that
becomes
thing in.
relevant.
I
Object.
texted Sammy and then let my phone
What's
die.
your objection?
I'm incompetent
Prosecution
is
is
what
no
it
proof
means.
that the weapon belongs to me.
Okay, Mr. Lychwick, that is a matter for the jury to ultimately decide.
Damn it.
The objection's overruled. Next question.
Now, did there also come a time during this conversation with
Yes, when viewed through the context
I had to go
of
back a little bit.
the German phrases used in the notes that were located in his apartment, in light of the weapon that we heard, fired the rounds that killed Mr. Maldonado, that being a German manufactured firearm, that is where the relevance to me of his interest and his knowledge about Germany, history, and German culture becomes relevant.
Object.
What's your objection?
Prosecution is no proof that the weapon belongs to me.
Okay, Mr. Lychwick, that is a matter for the jury to ultimately decide. The objection's overruled. Next question.
It was found in your house, you little weirdo. Don't he look like it? Oh my God, it always be the ears. Look at this. Look at this ears and nose. Is this even a human being? Oh, I think he's one of those like Nazi Germany people. Like, like they're like obsessed with the stuff from old Nazi Germany and stuff. We'll see. It may just have been the gun. That may be the only thing.
Now, did there also come a time during this conversation with Mr. Lychwick where he referenced an individual that he knew in the state of Minnesota?
Yes, he spoke about what he described as a former girlfriend, that they had broken up, and that she lived in Minnesota.
And did that conversation then become relevant to one of the operations notes that you located in Mr. Lychwick's apartment?
Told y'all, they always hate girls. Girls are the arch nemesis. I don't know what it is. It's something about women that make these people it's so. Why do they hate girls so much? Like, we're just girls. Like, what are we gonna do? We're just girls. We're just cranky little girls. That's it. Why do they hate us so much? It's crazy. Like, this man hate women. He over there plotting on his ex-girlfriend. It's like he want the girl, but then he also want to kill the girl. Like, look, it's like pick a struggle. Okay? Pick a struggle. You're doing the most, sir. Okay? Jesus. Oh my God. He's a woman hater also. Yes.
Yes, one of the individuals that's listed on the operations note was this female that he described
Oh my God.
living in Minnesota.
Yep, he's trying to kill his ex-girlfriend too.
In a moment, on the screen in front of you,
The like button, y'all.
did you review portions of that body camera that you were wearing during this conversation with Mr. Lychwick prior to your testimony today?
Yes.
And as part of the preparation for your testimony, did you prepare portions of that body cam that show the conversation about Germany and this individual he knew in Minnesota?
Yes.
And exhibit 178 in front of you here, do you see it's paused at the 0-second mark? Do you know who that person is that it shows?
The person in the video is Kevin Lychwick.
And on the top right-hand corner of this body cam, is there a time and date stamp?
Yes, November 26, 2024, 10:09 a.m. This is the body camera that I was wearing during the execution of that search warrant.
And exhibit number 179 then.
Yeah. You did.
Okay, we'll skip that one for now until it decides.
This is where I'm gonna tell you where he fucked up at. This is where he fucked up at. If he wanted to kill his ex-girlfriend, I mean, that's understandable. I get it. I get it. At least you have a tie to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't even tied to this man. This man just living his complex. He done killed this man, and now because he did such a shitty job of it, and it was so close to him, like, of course you're gonna be a suspect. You live in his building, dumbass. So because of that, now he missed out on the opportunity to murder his ex-girlfriend. He did this to himself. Now you just going to jail for killing a stranger. I mean, how you even brag about something like that? Like, that's so pointless. You gave away your whole life for somebody who didn't even know your name for sure. They'd be like, I think his name is Steve. Like, they just don't know you. It's terrible. It's terrible. Ooh. Yes. Oh, yeah. Thanks for getting me back started. That's right. Let's get back to the red emoji. Red emojis in the chat. Okay. My mama powers her phone back up.
But then Exhibit 180 as well. Do you recognize, it's paused at the 1 second mark, but do you recognize the individual it shows?
Yep, this is a continuation of the same video from my body cam. That's Kevin Lychwick on the video.
And same date of November 26th of 2024.
Correct, with a timestamp of 10:19 a.m.
Objection.
What's the objection?
Again, so what? Relevance.
Right. Relevance, that objection is overruled. The answer stands. You may continue.
Thank you. Now, do you see Kevin Lychwick in court today?
Yes.
Can you please identify him by where he is seated in an article of clothing he's wearing?
Yes, he is
Looking
seated
like
at the
the
defense
Grim
table.
Reaper.
He's wearing a green jacket.
I would ask the record to actually strike that. I understand how the court has responded in the past, so I apologize. Now, I'm going to try Exhibit 179 one more time, and it does not appear to be working. So I will work on that. But in terms of Exhibit 178 and 180, I would move to admit those and ask to publish to the jury.
Mr. Lychwick, any objection to the admission of 178 and 180?
Yes, I have an objection to the admission of those as evidence. They are not evidence. Those are simple, common, ordinary knots and common, ordinary rope used to make a makeshift easy chair.
We're talking about the body camera videos that show the conversation with you and Detective Stern in the hallway. Do you have an objection to the admission of those?
I sure do, because it belongs to this case, which is a travesty of justice.
All right. Again, Mr. Lychwick, I am not going to allow you to editorialize about the trial. Your objections are overruled. Exhibits 178 and 180 are in evidence. As to publication, Mr. Lychwick, are you objecting to the use of those exhibits with the jury?
Of course I am.
The court will overrule those objections and allow the exhibits to be played with the jury.
Madam Clerk, if you could please turn on the screen for everyone. I will start with exhibit number 178. And I'll play the first 5 seconds or so just to make sure that the audio is working appropriately. Okay. Now I can hear it on the courtroom speakers. Is this the area, the landing of the steps that you sat with Mr. Lychwick in for the duration of the search warrant?
Yes.
Okay, I'm playing exhibit 178. It is 2 minutes and 11 seconds long, and it starts at, according to the timestamp on the body cam, 10:09 a.m. and 31 seconds.
I object.
What's your objection?
This was not given to me in discovery.
That is
Attorney
incorrect.
Thompson, we've made a record about discovery being provided to the defense previously. That is not not an objection for trial. That's been settled. On that basis, the objection is overruled. The exhibit may be played.
No, they didn't pick my trash up. I'm pissed. I got something I pulled out of the freezer in there. I had froze, you know, you got something you need to throw away, but You know, so you just stick it in, you just put it in a plastic bag and put it in the freezer so it don't stink. Yeah. I pulled that out of the freezer, put that in the trash thing, and that's why I don't like that valet stuff. That's why I don't like it. You see that? Oh, I left my door open. That's creepy. That's creepy as hell, isn't it? Hey, y'all, what if my door just started opening up right now? Bet you wouldn't be as scared as me since I'm the only one gonna get murdered. Ooh, Haley Hamilton, what's up? Did I miss? What did I miss? Did he pull the little letter thing out yet? I want to see the letter. Okay, good. He didn't. He's gonna pull that letter out. Oh, that's some bullshit.
You said you go to a bar for like a monthly thing. What's that about?
I'm in a social club.
Oh, cool.
It's my event. We call it a lunch. So I created this event trying to meet people and stuff. And so you hang out, you pick a place where you're going to meet and so forth. So I spent a lot of time in Germany. So I picked this little German bar out in West Dallas. And so we've been getting together there, but it's really kind of small and too loud. So we were going to switch to another bar now. That place was really crowded. But the bartender was a very nice girl, and she was the one that told me about the TikTok. Yeah, we saw you on TikTok.
Which bar is it?
It's called the Eck Bar. It's German for corner bar.
Okay.
But it's not what Germans call a corner bar. It's typical somebody trying to get their own English translation. The Germans call a small, it's really a pub, and the Germans call a small pub a Kneipe. I think they use a lot of KN words.
Okay, how do you say it?
Kneipe.
Okay.
Kneipe. So it's really a Kneipe.
Okay.
But they call it the Eck Bar. So the Eck in German is corner. So.
Okay, so they put their English translate, they put it in the Google Translate, and they got it.
Yeah, that's probably what she did, the owner and everything. But walls are full of, trinkets and things from Germany that the local population around the area we used to go there, and now I've gotten real old or died off, and they don't go there anymore. I've left on the walls, and they all contribute something, steins and things like that.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's heavily centered on Bavaria, so they have the checkered blue flag flying with the German flag and our flag.
Okay.
Then we were all laughing because somebody tacked a small American flag onto the German flag. I think they taped it on there.
Come on.
Well, that's, I suppose, it's America's.
Yeah, well.
Now, when you were talking,
And he's like, man, they had me in there just a talking. They didn't tell me that they were going to just lock my ass up. It's unfair. It's unfair and unconstitutional. Ooh, this is terrible. I know. He got a TikTok, honey, creating little groups for people so that they can hang out together and such, etc.
testifying earlier, explaining the different parts of this investigation, had you also clipped a particular conversation where Mr. Lychwick was explaining growing up in Germany or traveling to Germany?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Then in Exhibit 180, which has already been received, I think I asked published, but I'll double check.
You did.
Okay, thank you. Now, are we going to hear about the conversation about this individual in Minnesota?
Yes, I believe so in this clip.
Okay. Starting at the 0-second mark, and this clip starts at 10:19:42 per the timestamp on the body cam.
I have to.
Well, thanks for breaking your rule.
In the dating apps and so forth, I try not to say that.
All right.
If they see you're in your 60s, they don't really look at you anymore.
Really?
I date the younger crowd.
You did say you had a girlfriend in her 20s.
Yeah.
Recently, right?
Yeah.
Bitch, I know you lying. This piece of shit say he got a girlfriend in her 20s, honey. Excuse me? Excuse me? Not with the scarcity of that hair. You ain't got no girlfriend in her 20s. No, you ain't. Okay, Mr. Messy Miss. Look at the presentation. I mean, there's older men that could definitely pull girls in their 20s. It's definitely possible. It's a thing that happens. But this, absolutely fucking not. Okay, there's like specific situations where that can only happen for him, and those situations are specifically prostitute and and prostitute, and the prostitute and homeless prostitute. Like that's that's it. Those are the options. The only way he getting a 20-year-old girlfriend is if she is either a prostitute or a homeless prostitute. Like that's there is the option. The fact that he is delusional enough to be hanging out on TikTok and he's saying shit like he's like would even like humor saying out loud that he has a girlfriend in her 20s. We're talking about a true cycle here. Now I wish I had never even given this man a chance to try to believe or take his word for anything anymore. He had lost me 100% with this talking about he got a girlfriend in her 20s. That is that part for me. It's that part for me. Exactly. Sure, Jan. What's his name? George Glass. Exactly, Christy. Okay. Sure, Jan. For those who don't know, that's from the Brady Bunch. Jan was saying that she had a boyfriend, and then she was like, she made up a name, so she says George, and then she looks around, sees the glass, and it goes, George Glass. Yeah, George Glass. Classic. The most classic. Ooh. Oh, thank you, Jillian. Mama got something in a jar. Y'all know it's the last of the month. Mama got to do her last day of the month push. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Or it's going to look terrible. I appreciate you, baby. That's my first little bit of anything tonight. I appreciate you, baby. Ooh. Yes. Sprinkle on mama's head. Little sprinkle. Ooh. Let's see.
She just turned 22 this October.
She just turned 22.
Why we broke up, she should be here with me.
Good person.
She was awesome.
Oh, she was awesome? Is that why you put her on your hit list? Oh, interesting. He found a 22-year-old. She didn't like him. So he put her on his hit list. Ain't he sweet? You wonder why this man is. It's like this man is single. That is atrocious. This man ain't got no business being single. Look at. Oh my God, sir. Look at this. She's 22 years old. My girlfriend. Look at. Is she 22? Sir, how old is she again? Is she 22? Is that what she is? Is she 2 and 2? Okay. Oh my God. 22,000 maybe. Oh. Now what's sad is that if that person is a real person, damn sure not his girlfriend. But if that person is a real person, that's probably somebody that he just saw on the internet and became weird about. And then like as he tried to probably be weird with her and she probably got as creeped out as a human can get, then he wrote her name on it in his death book. He wrote her name in his death book. Okay, that's what he did. Like, oh, you don't want me? You don't want my old ass? You don't want it? Okay. What was your name again? Let me write it in my book of death. Oh my God, she ain't number 22 years old, and he ready to just pluck her off the planet because he can't tinker with her, basically, because he can't tinker with her. So now he just wants to. He's like, well, you don't deserve to live if you ain't gonna let me tinker with you. You know, sir, you are disgusting in more ways than 12. Okay, ugh, I'm grossed out. Can y'all tell that I'm grossed out because I'm grossed out?
And you said, did you guys end up meeting through like the online dating app or yeah?
Age didn't matter to us at all. Just we get some static from people now and then, you know.
You get static, but again, she's not 12, she's 22,
Right.
She's an adult. No.
Well, she just turned 19 when we met.
Okay.
Okay.
And she was ready in college. She had a nice place. She was like going on 42.
I
Okay.
object to
When did you guys break up?
Just pause the video, please. What's the objection?
They're making me look like a cradle robber or something. This is irrelevant to this investigation.
All right, I believe the state has already introduced the relevance.
Did he just say they're making me look like a cradle robber? I'm sorry, sir. How old were you when you said that you got a hold of the 19-year-old bitch? You just made it worse. He said she was 19 when he started talking to her. 19. And they're making you look like a cradle robber. No, it's called a Geppetto, okay? That's what it's called. Oh my God. Ugh, this dude is a whole century older than everybody. Like, he needed to know. Like, you is too old for you. That's how old you is. You too old for yourself. You he need to cut it out. He said, like, it already sounds bad enough. He said she's 21. She's gonna be 22. And then he doubled back and go, well, she was 19 when I. Oh my gosh. Probably wasn't even that. It's probably some 12-year-old he found on Roblox.
By setting up the foundation through the detective, the exhibit has already been admitted without objection, or over the objection, I believe. The court has already allowed it to be published, and based upon what's been displayed so far and relating back to the reason for playing this that the state introduced, I'll overrule the relevance objection and allow it to be played. You may continue.
I'm sorry, I paused it for the objection at 1:15, and I am resuming play there.
I can't tell you why. It was just, I don't know, my friends think it was all the driving. She's in Minnesota, north central Minnesota, so we were driving back and forth, which is really the main reason why I got the Kia downstairs, the Kia Forte.
Yeah.
So we could be together. And the gas mileage is really good. It's just weird. It was 358 miles one way, so she was coming here and going there. For school and her job and stuff.
What does she do?
She works now. She's working, the last I heard, she's working at Starbucks.
Okay.
She's getting pretty good tips and everything. And then for a while, she was working with the community college studying welding. And I'm so glad she dropped out of that.
Hey, Benjamin.
She almost had a 110-pound saving tank.
Marsha.
She threw her back out, so I was working on her back. I was so worried about her. And finally, she just pulled the plug on that. She said, I'm through.
You can make some.
Okay. Exhibit 180, I'm sorry, Judge, that was a total of 2 minutes and 24 seconds. Now, Detective Stern, when we hear this information.
You know what's so funny? He's acting like he's mad about this part. That's what he's trying to pretend that he's mad about this part, but really he's thinking, oh, now everybody can see how player I am. Look, now everyone will know that I pulled this 19-year-old girl like with my sticky, nasty, raggedy fingers. Like, this is what I did. They're gonna be like, oh wow, oh, he got it like that. Ooh. Like, no. They're gonna be like, oh, what the fuck? That's more accurate. That's closer to the truth. Gross. Y'all hit the like button for mama. Okay. Y'all know I'm on my last day of the month push. You know what I'm saying? So it's the 30th. It's my last chance. Last chance. A last dance. A last dance. Ooh, I'm gonna think. Did they lap back around? They better come back and get my trash. They better come back and get my trash, y'all. You know how pissed I'm gonna be if they don't come get my fucking trash. If I have to bring that trash back in my goddamn house, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be furious. Okay, I'm gonna be furious.
And about the person in Minnesota. On one of the notes located in Mr. Lychwick's apartment, is there an operation that is connected to an individual in Minnesota?
Object.
What's the objection?
There was no note like that found in my apartment. I don't know what they're talking about. This is ridiculous.
Okay, again, I'll ask the jury, or I'm instructing the jury to disregard the defendant's statements about evidence. The objection's overruled on that basis. The witness may answer.
Can you repeat the question again, please?
I can. Now, after watching Exhibit 180, was there a connection during this investigation you were able to make between a note recovered from Mr. Lychwick's apartment referencing an individual in Minnesota and the person being referenced in Exhibit 180?
Yes, on one of the notes that were recovered in his apartment during the November 26th search warrant, there is reference to an individual that I believe he was talking to us about in that clip, that she lives in central Minnesota.
Oh no, it's fine. It's I just saw reading is fundamental. A message did pop up. I saw the words. I just did not read the words until just now. So it says we are running behind schedule, but we will be by to collect your trash shortly. So they didn't miss me. They just didn't. They're just running behind a little bit. They're not done. They're not done. It just said last call. It's a little app that shows you. It tells you when to put the trash out and when they're picking it up and then when it's done. And then it's like a last call thing. Yeah. So if I had read the words, I would not have been over here bitching and complaining like I just was. My bad. That was my fault. I did that to myself, you see.
As he said.
Now, moving on then to the notes that were recovered from Mr. Lychwick's apartment.
Behind.
I think we heard from Detective Skolton that there was a large amount of paperwork that was seized and then brought back to the City of Waukesha Police Department for additional review. Is that accurate?
That's correct.
Now, were there two notes in particular that were of value to you in this investigation?
Yes.
Do you see Exhibit 146 in front of you at the witness stand?
I do.
And can you remind us what Exhibit 146 is?
146 is what we have been calling an operations note. This was located in that makeshift desk area during this search warrant. Lists out 4 different operations, the first of which says Operation Slop Shop and names Carlos Maldonado.
And I'll pause you there. I believe Exhibit 146A was previously received, but I cannot remember if I published, so I would ask the court if I can do that now as Detective Stern is reviewing 146.
146A was received and was used with the jury already.
Thank you. Okay, now in front of you, you have the physical note that you are talking about here with Operation Slop Shop. Is that correct?
That's correct.
That's
and
correct.
146A is a copy of that. Is that accurate?
Ooh.
Oh, I'm sorry. 146A is on the screen. Yes.
Oh, wait.
That is a photograph of it.
Okay. Now, if you could please tell me, as we go through this, what is the title, if you will, of this note?
The first thing that I note there is targets identified.
And does it give a date range?
Targets for 2023 to 2024, November 2023 through 31 January
Targets
2024.
identified.
Is there an actual stamp with the date on it?
Yeah, there seems to be a stamp on there, or there is a stamp on there, November 26, 2023.
Okay.
If we go to the first operation, listed as number 1 here, can you read that for the jury, please?
Yes. Operation Slop Shop, Carlos Maldonado and connected subjects and threats from this operation.
I object.
What's your objection?
This is not my document. I don't even know what a slop shop is. I have no connection to this document. I don't know where it came from. I don't know what he's talking about.
Mr. Lychwick, this
About the
objection
same,
is
Robert.
untimely. Exhibit 146A has already been received into evidence. You may
It
continue,
can hit a
Attorney
level
Thompson.
and it's just kind
Now,
of doing like
as
this.
we continue on this particular note in 146, is there a second operation titled Operation Starling?
Yes.
And is there anything about Operation Starling that references Operation Slop Shop?
In another document related to Operation Starling, there's another 2 more references to Operation Slop Shop.
Okay, is that in front of you marked as Exhibit 147?
Yes, it is.
Okay, now Exhibit 147, is it currently wrapped in plastic?
Yes.
And is there also another folder in there with a piece of paper on top of it?
Yes.
Okay, and before we show that to the jury, is this that second operation, or the second letter that we're talking about here that had evidentiary value to you that was recovered from Mr. Lychwick's apartment?
Yes.
And it's a fair and accurate depiction, and in fact, it's the original that was recovered from his apartment during the search warrant on November 26th?
Exhibit 147 is the original that was recovered on November 26th from his apartment.
I would ask that...
Object.
What's your objection, Mr.
Assumes
Lychwick?
evidence. This is an assumption. It was not found in my apartment.
All right. The objection is overruled. That is something for the jury to determine. Attorney Thompson?
I would ask that Exhibit 147 be received.
It already has been,
Okay, thank you, sorry.
but it has not been previously published to the jury.
Okay, thank you. Now, Detective Stern.
It wasn't found in his apartment, you guys. This is all a misunderstanding. In fact, he don't even live there, really, actually, if you think about it. He don't even live there. Y'all know what's so funny? Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Yellow emojis in the chat. It's yellow emoji time. Let me, I gotta get this chat going. Gotta get the chat moving. Gotta get it rolling. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, okay. Yellow emojis in the chat for mama.
If you could hold that up in front of you, Exhibit 147.
Are you asking to publish it?
May I please publish?
Mr. Lychwick, any objection to the publication of 147?
I sternly object.
Nice, Jillian. Thank
The
you.
court will allow 147 to be published and used with the jury.
Thank you. Detective Stern, can you please hold up Exhibit 147? Is there, to your knowledge, a backside to the note?
Yes, there is.
Is there anything on the backside of the note that was particularly relevant to the investigation here?
Not particularly. It was a couple acronyms that appeared to be scribbled down.
Okay. Now, Madam Clerk, can you please turn on the screen in front of just the witness?
Can I know what those acronyms were, please?
I am
Emily.
going to place on
Hey,
the
boo.
screen for you what has been marked as State's Exhibit 182.
Thank you, Benjamin.
Is this a two-page
Christy.
document?
Yes, it is.
Do you recognize Exhibit 182?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
This is a document that kind of takes my translation of these letters based on the handwriting. It took some time to interpret what was on there. So basically, we created this document so that you could read it without trying to read the handwriting on the original note.
Okay. Was this exhibit 182, prepared in anticipation of your testimony in this trial?
Yes.
And is this exhibit detail your translations that you put in your supplement report regarding this investigation?
Yes.
And did you go through Exhibit 182 and compare it to your report to ensure that there was accuracy to these translations that you discussed?
Yes, I did. They're both the same.
And would reviewing Exhibit 182 as we go through these photos assist you in the translation and in remembering how you put together the sentences, if you will, and the messages in these notes?
Yes, it would.
I would ask that Exhibit 182 be admitted into evidence.
Any objection, Mr. Lychwick?
I heartily object.
Okay, Attorney Thompson, is 182 a summary
He
or
hardly
demonstrative
objects.
aid
So
for
he objects
both
a little bit, I guess. Not very much at all.
146 and
You know
147?
what that
It
means?
is, yes.
Okay, so both 146 and 147 are contained on 182?
That is correct.
You mentioned, Attorney Thompson, that there is some text on the backside of 147, which is in a sealed envelope, so not readily accessible without breaking the seal. Is any of that text on
Daryl Brooks'
182?
It is, yes. So I will be asking Detective Stern to open that plastic seal.
Okay, I just want to make sure that if the jury were to want to compare the original writings with the summary, they would have access to all of 147.
Yes, they will.
Okay, over the defense objection, then I will allow 182 to be received as a demonstrative aid.
Okay. Now, may I please publish 182 with the jury as I go through the note with Detective Stern?
Any objection, Mr. Lychwick, to publication of 182?
I heartily object.
Okay, the court will allow 182 to be used with the jury.
Okay. Let me try to set up this screen here first. Oops. I'll go back to 146A. We will start there.
How would I add him to my shoulder? I don't get it.
And then,
I want to see this note again. I want to see this funny looking note with this funny looking handwriting again.
Now, Detective Stern, can you see Exhibits 182 and 146A side by side?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Now, as we continue going through Exhibit 146A, we've already referenced Operation Slop Shop and explained that. Now, for the second operation of Operation Starling, when we talk about or move down to Phase 2, is there an individual there named Raven Tanya Frederick?
Yes.
Okay. Were you able to connect this person to Mr. Lychwick and to the state of Minnesota?
Yes, that individual lives in the state of Minnesota and had a previous romantic relationship with Mr. Lychwick.
And through the investigation, in terms of digital evidence that we'll talk about later, did you also see this name in those items?
Several times.
Object.
What's your objection?
He's saying that he saw her name in these documents that were not created by me. He put them there. I had nothing to do with this.
Mr. Lychwick, the objection's overruled.
He put them there? He put them there? Is that what? So he might just be he might just be cuckoo. I think this man might just be a cuckoo bird. It's giving crazy, is what it's giving. It's giving psycho.
Whether or not the documents are tied to
disconnected.
you is a matter for the jury to ultimately determine. This witness is stating that he recovered these documents during the search warrant in your apartment, and that's the extent of the conclusion he's drawing. So for that reason, the objection is overruled.
Out of curiosity.
Thank you. Got it. Okay, then as we continue reading in Exhibit 146A, is there a backside to the 146 exhibit you have in front of you on the witness stand?
Yes, this is the front and this is the back.
Okay, now when we're looking at Exhibit 182, does that continue on with the backside of the front of Exhibit 146?
Yes, the number 3 and 4 are copies of what is on the back of Exhibit 146.
Okay, now those two operations that are on the back of Exhibit 146, can you flip that in front of you?
Yes.
Are, specifically in Operation 4, are there two names under that operation? Are there two names under that operation?
Yes.
What are those names?
Lychwick Kurt P. and Arlene J. Lychwick.
Now, in terms of when we're assessing who this note belongs to, are those two individuals, were you able to figure out who they are?
Yes.
And who are they?
That's his younger brother and his mother.
Is there also in Operation 3 a name of an individual that you determined to be a real person throughout your investigation?
Yes.
Were you able to determine?
His brother and his mom were on the hit list too. His mom and maybe this is a list of people he was going to give a present to for Christmas or something. Like this, this list is weird, bro. Like his list, his mom and his brother were on the list.
Determine a connection between Mr. Lychwick and this person.
Yes, previous romantic relationship.
Now, if we move to Exhibit 147, which you should have in front of you, and if you could please go ahead and open Exhibit 147.
He's struggling to get that glove on. This man over here with this extra small. He got an extra small shirt on, extra small jacket.
Is there a pair of scissors that was up here? Or
I'm sorry.
He got a 00.
Thank you.
He got a 00 pair of underwear on. His drawers is 00, y'all. 00 draws. 00 draws. That's right. Cut it open. We want to see this thing. And he looked like the killer right here. With gloves on.
Okay. Now, as we go through
hairdo.
Exhibit number 147, this second letter, are there references to Operation Slop Shop in letter number 2 or Exhibit 147?
Yes, there are two on this side of Exhibit 147.
And that folder that is also in the bag with Exhibit 147, or with the note, excuse me, I'm sorry, was this note found in that folder?
Yes.
Is there a name on that folder?
Yes.
What is the name?
Raven Frederick. Also, it says Roland Richard.
Now, does page 2 of Exhibit 182 then assist you with reading Exhibit 147?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Now, if I go down to page 2, how does the letter start?
Operational, I believe it says service, but I put it in a bracket because I was not entirely sure. So operational service for 2023-2024. 4 main targets centering on attacking. Stay focused on the mission momentum.
I object.
What's your objection?
The detective isn't even sure what he's talking about again.
Oh, that's your way of saying that's not even what I wrote. You got the words wrong. You can't read my handwriting properly. Did I say that out loud? Oops, I didn't mean that. I forgot. I told y'all that it wasn't me. I did not. It's not my letter. So therefore, I would not be able to say, confirm nor deny whether or not he's saying it right. Ain't that something?
Okay, ultimately, the jury will decide what these exhibits say. The Exhibit
You could always
182 has
tell them
been
what it
allowed
says, sir.
in as a demonstrative
Translate
exhibit
it.
to assist the witness in testifying and to assist the jury, but it's the jury's determination ultimately as to what these letters contain. The objection is overruled. The witness may continue.
With this demonstrative, are there other areas of this letter where you put either words or blank spaces in brackets?
Yes.
Is that because that's what the note reflects, or is that also an area in which you are not entirely sure because of the difficulty in reading what it says?
The brackets are not on the note. The parentheses are on the note and reflect what is here. However, the brackets were me making a note of either a misinterpret or my inability to read it, or perhaps it was a foreign language word. Or in some of the brackets, I also just denote that, I figured out what the word was. It was in German. So I just kind of put what the translation was.
Okay. Now, then after it talks about...
Objection.
What's your objection?
He says he's not even sure. He says he's kind of sure.
Okay.
Kind of sure. This is my life we're talking about here. I object to the way he's wording this and claiming that this was found in my apartment and everything.
Mr. Lychwick, again, I am not going to allow you to editorialize. You can
I
state
know,
your
right?
objection,
Stop
which you have
editorializing.
based on the objection you stated.
You're
I'm
not an
overruling
editor.
the objection. This exhibit is already in. The jury is to determine the weight.
This hairstyle could use a little editing, though. You need to edit that hairstyle, sir. Okay, you need to edit whatever that situation is. I'm going to tell you what, though. He's way better off with it just being gray like this than when he was dyeing it black. Like, he looked absolutely fucking crazy with his when he was dyeing his hair black. That shit looked diabolical. That shit looked like a crime. Okay, it looked like it was a criminal, is what it was. Right. Look at that. Four poll votes, and there we are sitting at a whopping 100% yes. Sir, you looking hella guilty right now. There's not anybody who wants to humor you at this point. Okay.
To give to this witness's testimony and the weight to give to this exhibit, if any, and that's a jury determination. The objection's overruled. The witness may continue.
Now,
Hit the like button for mama.
after we talk about staying focused on the mission, does this letter then start discussing Operation Starling?
Yeah,
Yes.
let's hear about Operation
And-
Starling.
What is the first reference
Some
in
crayons.
Operation Starling to Operation Slop Shop?
It's located here. It says, need to execute Operation Slop Shop. Need momentum, push, money/financing, equipment, vehicles, arms, restraints, plastic materials, etc.
In particular, underneath the heading of obstacles to operation, is there, or can you read what those 3 obstacles are?
Again, on the original, that's located right here. Secrecy and entering the movement in and around Minnesota without leaving a footprint. Funds for operation need approximately $12,000. Disposal of rotten meat and staging area.
Did there come a time in this investigation where you were reviewing records, electronic records belonging to Mr. Lychwick that referenced carcasses?
Yes.
And is rotten meat generally a carcass?
I think that's a fair example.
Okay. Now, when we Continue further down the letter in Exhibit 147 with you on the witness stand. Is there a portion that's written in either it's darker or a different colored font? Is there a paragraph that stands out to you at the bottom of this letter?
Yes, the bottom of this letter is a darker ink, and there's a paragraph there.
What does that paragraph say?
This operation can commence since Operation Slop Shop is completed. Funds and reparations have been seized from Slop Shop for Starling, and all threats from the first stop have been neutralized.
Madam Clerk, can you turn on the screen, please, just with the...
Yeah, just using the word neutralize sounds guilty as hell. I don't know, man. It's going to be hard for me to get past this. I'm pretty sure, feeling pretty confident they definitely got the right. Well, if they don't got the right guy, at the very least, I don't see no harm in locking this particular one up. Like this one, just even if he ain't the one that killed this guy, like I still feel like, you know what? I mean, I think he's given us enough reason to lock him away in particular anyway. So that's kind of where I'm at with it.
Witness. Now, in terms of these letters, they were both found in Mr. Lychwick's apartment. Is that accurate?
That is accurate.
I object.
What's your objection?
They were not found in my apartment. Those are not.
Mr. Lychwick, I'm not going to warn you anymore. You cannot editorialize. You cannot try to introduce testimony or evidence. You state a legal basis for your objection, and I'll rule on that. Your objection is overruled. The testimony will stand. Next question.
From your research, did Mr. Lychwick live alone?
Yes.
Carlos Maldonado, is that the individual who lived right next door to him in this apartment building?
Yes.
Were there other references in these electronic records we'll go through where it appears that Mr. Lychwick had been searching Carlos Maldonado's name?
Yes.
Are there German references throughout both of these notes?
Yes.
And we watched those two recordings where Mr. Lychwick discussed German history and was kind of talking about that to you and Detective Barron. Is that correct?
Correct.
When we talk about those electronic searches later on, an individual named Raven, does that person show up in those searches?
In the electronic records, yes.
And then from the first page in Operation 4, Kurt and Arlene, you indicated there is a relation between them and Mr. Lychwick. Is that correct?
Correct.
Now, in looking at what I'm about to pull up as Exhibit 92, was Mr. Lychwick's cell phone seized as part of this search warrant that was executed on November 26th of 2024?
Yes.
And were you the one that then requested Detective Fine perform an extraction of that phone and create a forensic image that you could then view?
Yes.
Okay, Attorney Thompson, I'm going to take a break at this time.
That's a
We've been
good
at it
breaking
for a
point.
while. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a bathroom break and stretch break for about 10 minutes. I remind you again, please do not discuss this case amongst yourselves.
All rise, jury.
You may be seated. We are outside the presence of the jury. Mr. Lychwick, I've cautioned you already on the record. I'll caution you again. I'm not going to further allow any more editorializing or your attempts to testify in front of the jury. Frankly, Mr. Lychwick, what you're doing, I want you to really pause and reflect on the statements you're making, because essentially you're connecting yourself to a lot of this evidence by raising objections and trying to testify to the jury. So I'm not going to allow that anymore. If you have an objection to make, you can state objection. You can state a legal basis if I ask for it, and that's it. No more testimony. Understand? All right. Anything else from the state before we break?
No, thank you.
Mr. Lychwick, anything else before we break?
Again, this whole trial is a travesty, and I object to it. This case should have been dismissed 8 months ago due to tainted evidence. There's the presence of tainted evidence in this case.
Your
It has not
objections
been
noted.
properly investigated, and furthermore, I'm in poor health.
Your continuing objections are noted. We are on break.
Oh no. What did you do, sir? What did you do, sir? What did you do? How in the world is the trash people still not here?
All right, security.
He gonna end up in Daryl Brooks' room. Oh yeah, they're gonna scoot you over to that next room over. Wait, I just noticed something. Is Daryl Brooks? He's on the opposite side. They're on the opposite side of, like, when in Daryl's trial, Daryl was on the right side for some reason. You remember that? Daryl was on the right side, which is supposed to be the opposite. Like in the pre-trial hearing, little things they were doing or whatever, they would bring him in and he would, put up a fuss, and they would be like, you can't put me out or whatever, and then they would just lift him right on up because him so he was on the other side. But then when the trial started, he was on the opposite side. I wonder why they did that. It's either that or they had the thingy reversed. They either had the camera was one of those reversey cameras. Weird. So either way, you're gonna end up in that room next door. It's true. It's true. Holding up objection cords. Right, Ben. Right, Benny. Benny boy.
Thank you. You may be seated.
You may be seated.
We will continue with the testimony of Detective Stern. Detective, you are still under oath. Attorney Thompson, you may continue.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, can you please turn on the screen just for the witness? Detective Stern, while we're doing that, we heard from Detective Fine about the forensic image he created of Mr. Lychwick's cell phone that was recovered during that search warrant on November 26th of 2024. Do you recall that?
Yes.
And was a Cellbrite bookmark or flag report generated based upon the review of Mr. Lychwick's cell phone?
Yes.
Do you see Exhibit 92 in front of you?
Yes.
And it is a very lengthy document. It's 42 pages long. As I'm skimming through this, do you recognize this exhibit?
Yes, this is the Cellbrite report of items that we flagged as potentially evidential at that point in the investigation.
Okay. Now, this summary, or on the page here, is there a summary section that tells you which phone that this Cellbrite report belongs to?
Yes. Strike that. Can you see it is a Samsung SM-A125U? Yes.
And was there a name associated with this phone on this first page of Exhibit 92?
Yes, the device name was Conrad's A12.
And how is Conrad spelled?
Konrad.
I would move Exhibit 92 into evidence, and
First, as to admissibility, Mr. Lychwick, do you have any objection to the receipt of Exhibit 92 in evidence?
Yes, I do.
What is your objection?
My objection is the fact that it shouldn't be used in these matters against me because this is wrong.
Okay. The court overrules the objection of the defense and
I don't
will
think he
allow
understands how this
Exhibit
works,
92
y'all.
into evidence.
It's like, I object to this because it's not fair. I just feel like it's just not right, Your Honor. That's my object because it's not nice what they're saying. Okay? And I would like for them to stop. If they don't stop, I'm gonna end up in prison, Your Honor. And I can't consent to that. Hey, sir, I ain't heard you say no sovereign citizen shit yet. Okay, I was promised that you was gonna talk some sovereign citizen type shit. And I ain't heard nothing yet. Somebody lied to me, y'all. Somebody told mama that he was gonna be sovereign citizen it up. And I ain't heard nothing yet. Okay?
Now, as we go through this bookmark report, I'm not going through every single page of the 42 pages with you, but as we scroll down here, is there a section that is titled autofill?
Yes.
Okay, and to your knowledge, what is this autofill section? And actually, before I ask you to answer, may I please have permission to publish Exhibit 92 with the jury?
Mr. Lychwick, any objection to Exhibit 92 being used with the jury?
I object.
Okay. Exhibit 92 will be allowed for publication.
Okay, if we're looking at page 2 in Exhibit 92, there's an autofill section. To your knowledge, what does this autofill section mean?
So when you use certain websites, they may have a first name, last name field. And if you begin using the same, and entering the same information over and over again, eventually the phone picks up on it, and to try to make things easier for the user, will suggest an autofill. In this case, these were autofill flags that we located in his phone that were used on an unknown website using the Chrome browser.
And so this does not tell you which website was visited where Carlos Maldonado's name was entered. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Can you see on the right-hand side here a timestamp and a last used date?
Yes, yeah, the first box there, the timestamp is November the 14th, 2023, with the last name Maldonado.
And is there also an autofill entry for first name Carlos with a last used date of November 14th of 2023?
Yes.
When we look at Exhibit 146, which is the Operation Slop Shop note, did you see a date range or a reference to November of 2023 on there?
Yes, there's a stamp in the top right corner here, November 26, 2023. So they're very near when the phone was logging this information being used on it.
Now, I'm sorry, Madam Clerk, can you turn off the screen just for one moment, please? And leave it on with the witness, please. I'm sorry. In addition to this Cellbrite report, the autofill section, are there sections that have those user attributes or user identifiers within this report?
Yes.
And from this report, were you able to obtain a Gmail account for Mr. Lychwick, the defendant?
Yes. Gmail account of Conrad with a K. Conrad Lychwick at gmail.com was used with this phone. It was logged in.
Once you had that information, then did you prepare a search warrant for that Gmail account or that Gmail that you just referenced?
Yes.
And does that warrant have to be signed by a judge before you serve it on the company?
Yes.
And was that done in this case?
Yes.
And did you subsequently receive the returns from that Gmail account?
Yes.
Okay. Now, as we continue down in exhibit number 92, did you flag a searched items section and particular searches that were made on this phone?
Yes.
Madam Clerk, now can you please republish to the jury? So in this searched items section, what did you observe? I'm sorry, that was a terrible question. What did you observe as it relates specifically to the investigation into the homicide of Carlos Maldonado?
Specifically.
First, you'll see on here we flagged, they're very close together in time, so it doesn't necessarily mean repetitive searching. That'll show up on a Cellbrite report sometimes. But the first one is Waukesha News for October 2024. Continue scrolling down. Waukesha breaking news today. And then the one that really stood out there was on November the 24th, 2024, Waukesha News for November shooting.
Have there been any shootings in
Thank you,
November
Jared.
or October of 2024 in the city of
I
Waukesha?
object.
What's your objection?
No direct relevance to this case. It could be, I was not searching for that. I was searching for, I heard some gunshots outside of the Salty Toad restaurant in Waukesha, at a
Mr.
bar.
Lychwick, I am not going to allow you to editorialize or try to introduce other evidence to the jury. You have an opportunity to state a legal objection, and that is it. Your objection was stated as relevance. The objection is overruled. The witness will be allowed to answer.
Do you need me to re-ask the question?
No, based on, I know I recall the question.
Okay.
I'm a police officer. I'm pretty well tied into what's going on in our community. There was no shootings during that time frame. Notably, as of November 24th, 2024, the knowledge that this investigation included the fact that the victim was shot was not public.
As we continue scrolling through, we see several repeated searches.
It's looking bad for my boy. My boy is looking bad. Not to mention, you can't be like, I didn't even computer. I don't even got no computer. They put that in my apartment. I don't even have one of those. In fact, what is a computer anyway? What is it like a is it like a plate you eat off it? Is that what it is? I don't even know what that is, Your Honor, Your Majesty, Your Highness. I don't know. How you gonna say it wasn't yours and then in the next breath be like, no, that search that I did on my computer, it wasn't even about that. It was about something completely different. Like, okay, so you just confessed that was your, so that is your history. That is your computer history. Oh. Oh. Okay, you done told on yourself a bit too much. Thank you, Robert. Okay. Thank you very much. Mom, appreciate you. Yes, you do. Ooh, it's tough, honey. You know, I got what we got? I got 20 minutes left in the month of June. Okay. 20 minutes left in the month of June. Okay, it's my last day of the month. Push. You know, ooh, it's terrible out here. What's going on, Zan? What's popping? We got 20 minutes left, and that's all that there was for June. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. We sprinkle a little, sprinkle. We sprinkle. Let's see.
Searches, but you talked about not necessarily searching the same thing over and over again, just how it comes up on the Cellbrite report. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Now, when we come to lines 12, 13.
Take it down, please. Attorney Thompson, if you have a specific search that you're going to reference, I'd ask that you go to that specific search instead of scrolling through any potential searches that otherwise might be irrelevant.
Okay.
Thank you. So if you want to, the screen is up for this particular witness. You can go to a particular search and then ask the witness questions about that, and that page could be published.
Okay, I am looking specifically at line 12 on page 13 of Exhibit 92. Do you see that in front of you?
Yes.
And what is that search term?
BGS 9 German Border Police.
Okay, and what is the date of that search?
November 22nd, 2024.
Okay, then in looking at exhibit number, I'm sorry, still on 92, but in looking at line 15, what is the search on that line?
November the 10th, 2024, there are searches for Cold Spring, Minnesota, and variations of it, Cold Spring M, Cold Spring, Minnesota again. And the significance of that is one of the towns that the female named Raven, referenced in one of the letters, lives in.
I object.
What's your objection?
She does not live in Cold Spring, Minnesota. She lives in Sturgeon Lake, Minnesota, and we both lived in.
Mr. Lychwick, stop. You may state a legal basis for your objection, and that's it. You cannot testify in front of the jury. If you do it again, I may have to have you removed from the courtroom. I'm not going to allow you to continue to defy the court's order and try to testify to the jury.
I am not trying to.
No, you're not trying to. You are testifying to the jury, and I'm not going to allow it. What's your legal basis for your objection?
There's no tie to the case to Raven Tanya Frederick, for one.
That would be a relevance objection.
I'm sorry?
That would be a relevance objection.
Relevance objection, then.
All right. The state has established relevance through the admission of the other notes and the other references to that individual and to Minnesota, and therefore the court will overrule the objection. Attorney Thompson, you may continue.
I just have a couple more searches that I want to talk to you about. Line 22 on page 14, is there a search there?
November 9th, 2024, German/English.
As we continue going through the search section, I'd like to start at line 43 on page 16. What is that search?
On November 7th, 2024, there was a search for small storage unit rentals in Oshkosh.
And Attorney Thompson, I
Not
just wanted to
Oshkosh.
clarify.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't mean that you're unable to
Marilyn.
publish the exhibit, but I just wanted you to ask for specific publication of specific searches rather than scrolling through the entire list.
And that's okay. I think it is just as I think it is just fine to have Detective Stern read from Exhibit 92 from the screen in front of him.
Okay, you may continue.
Are there other searches then on Mr. Lychwick's phone related to storage units?
Yes, on November 7th, basically all of them revolve around small storage unit rentals in Oshkosh. And at the time that we had this downloaded completed after the November 26th warrant, that was known to us, that search had.
Marilyn, you want to know what you missed? He guilty of sin. Okay, we got. He's super guilty, and I think he actually might be like a, Nazi enthusiast, which is super strange. Oh yeah, and he had dyed his hair black before, and it was a terrible, unfortunate thing. Oh yeah, also Marilyn, he was. We watched some footage of him having some conversation with the detectives, before they arrested him, and he was telling us about. He was telling them about how he had this girlfriend who was 21 years old. He says she was 19 when he met her. But she was like 21, about to be 22 years old. So we're pretty grossed out right now. Like that. That's where we are with it. We're pretty grossed out right now. A little bit traumatized, the usual. Ooh, yeah, he's a bit off for sure.
Been completed.
In looking at
Just a
line
little
50 on
bit.
page 17, what is that search?
On October the 20th, 2024, there was a search for Raven T. Frederick, current address.
Ooh, trying to find her current address.
Do we also see that same search again on October 19th of 2024?
Yes.
And line 62 on page 18, what is that search?
October 16th, 2024, there was a search for Raven T. Frederick, Sturgeon Lake, Minnesota.
As you looked through Exhibit 92, in particular looking at lines 72, 73, 74, does it appear that, well, first, what are those searches in those three lines?
All three of those searches were conducted on October the 16th of 2024, and two of them are people looker.
Oh shit, Marilyn. There was somebody who was it in here. Oh, Robert. Robert was up in here talking about the bird laying the egg, but he got you mixed up with Sammy. And so, but he was talking about the bird laying the egg. I was like, that is so funny. Don't be having these. The bird is laying eggs again. Mm-mm-mm. The bird is like, look, I need a friend. The bird is like, I need a friend so I can fertilize these bad boys. Got me out here dropping these pointless eggs. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Gotta make it happen. Oh, yeah. Oh, Joe is working on a down site. Okay. Okay.
And people looker free alternative.
I'm sorry, I'm just checking one more thing. In lines 122 and 123 on page 23 of Exhibit 92, are there searches related to the German language?
Yes, on September 28th, 2024, there was a search for African countries that speak German. And what is the one-word order in German?
Are there searches in Exhibit 92 at various times of Glenda Rose?
Yes.
What about
Yes, you are
Teresa
late.
Newman?
Yes.
Do you know who those people are?
Yes.
Who are they?
Glenda Rose is the building manager at 1512 East North Street. Teresa Newman is one of the residents there.
Again, objection.
What's your
Relevance to this homicide investigation.
Attorney Thompson, what's the relevance to Teresa Newman?
That she is one of the individuals who was present when that police were called after Mr. Maldonado's remains were recovered.
Okay.
She was not a witness, but she, I believe, was referenced by Ms. Rose during her testimony.
Okay, the court will overrule the objection on relevance. It's up to the jury to determine what weight, if any, to give to that evidence and that testimony. You may continue.
When we look at the searches in lines 164 through 167 in Exhibit 92, is there a reference to German soldiers?
Yep, all of these searches were conducted on September 27th, 2024, and are as follows. Did German soldiers get pensions after World War II? How many former German military personnel joined the U.S. Armed Forces after World War II? Did any Luftwaffe personnel join the USAF after World War II? Luftwaffe planes.
And
I object.
Show
What's your objection?
Relevance to this.
Show what as a movie clip, Robert? What you talking about? So can you record your screen image and show it as a movie clip. What do you mean? What are you talking about? What screen image?
This homicide investigation, looking up history and the cultural background. I mean, come on.
Again, the state has laid an appropriate foundation for the relevance of German inquiries and German materials, given the other evidence in this case. So the court will overrule the
Your
objection
Honor,
on relevance.
They've pounded the point home time and time already. Do we have to have this?
All right, the court will interpret that as a cumulative objection, which is a legal objection to make. Given that these are inquiries with regards to references on a phone versus the previous testimony, which was references in an interview and on paperwork, the court will allow some additional leeway on introducing this type of evidence. But certainly if there are more, you can raise that cumulative objection, Mr. Lychwick. For now, it's overruled.
Now, as we continue reviewing exhibit number 92, are there more searches that are related to Germany?
Yes.
Okay. Once you actually strike that. Now, if we go back to exhibit 164.
Oh, you mean like sorry about the spelling. Your screen, record it and show as a movie clip. Your PC screen. Are you talking about like where, and instead of just having like this thing, which is what we're watching, I just have on my screen my entire screen, so you guys can see everything else that's on my screen? Yeah, no, absolutely not. That is some nerve-wracking shit. You know what I'm saying? The internet is a kooky place. You ever like be on like Twitter? Not that I'm not on Twitter because you know I only go on there to see the gruesome version of when something happens, and I'll be like, I want to see the actual thing. You know, like Twitter will show that to you. That's how crazy Twitter is. But like like you just be scrolling through something and it'll show like like even YouTube has this weird part of like none of it's in my algorithm, so it don't show up for me, but I don't trust it. You know what I'm saying? Like you just be scrolling around and some weird thing pop up on there. Like, oh hell no. YouTube is unforgiving. YouTube is unforgiving. Well, yeah, it's not even really, it's literally as simple as me, like, say, I can show you right now, actually. Let's see. I got let's see. Okay, here. Watch this. It's just a matter of picking what you want to be on the screen. So for me, I just picked that one screen, but actually I could do my entire, I could do my whole screen. It's not that, is it? It's not that. That's my OBS. Through the years, we always. Nope. What's one of these things? Never mind. You got me all sidetracked. I think I have to actually go to open up a, where's my whole window thing? But I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Ooh.
Which is our timeline. We have the search warrant at Mr. Lychwick's apartment. We've talked about what was on his phone and the notes. So now on November 26th of 2024, does your department write and apply for a GPS tracking device warrant?
Yes, based on the notes that we located, did not add up to probable cause to make an arrest at that time. However, we did apply for a search warrant to get a GPS to continue the investigation.
And was that warrant approved to place a GPS tracking device on Mr. Lychwick's car?
Yes.
And was that a Kia Forte?
Yes.
I'm showing you what is marked as State's Exhibit 183. Do you recognize that?
Yes.
What is it?
That's Mr. Lychwick's Kia Forte.
Now, once the GPS tracker was placed, and did that allow officers to, in live time, see where Mr. Lychwick was going in this vehicle?
Yes, it did.
Did law enforcement also have surveillance on Mr. Lychwick outside of the GPS tracking device?
Yes, we did.
And when I say surveillance outside of the tracking device, what do I mean by that?
We had officers physically undercover. Basically, they would follow him when he left his residence.
At this point, had you, actually, no, strike that. Now, between November 26th of 2024 and December 1st, what patterns do you observe as it relates to Mr. Lychwick's movements?
During that time in examining, the GPS was telling us and the data that it was providing us and the officers that were following, it was very typical local
still ain't came to get my trash,
in the area.
yo.
It was nothing suspicious at that time in terms of his movements.
Did there come a time on December 1st of 2020?
Was he Hispanic? I thought he was black, Marilyn. I thought he was like a light-skinned black dude. Oh, wait, no, that's right. No, his name was Carlos Maldonado. Yeah, I would say yes for sure. Definitely sounds Latina, Hispanic, whatever you want to call it, you know. But yeah, you're right. You win this round. Ooh, we color folk. You know what I'm saying? He still count as color folk. So he, if this guy is like a big Nazi enthusiast, kind of explains why that was the person that he targeted first. Even though he didn't know him. You know what I'm saying? He knew enough about him to decide he was the one he was going to kill.
Where Mr. Lychwick started traveling outside of those general patterns that you just talked about.
Yes.
And can you tell me about that, please?
Yep. On December 1st, we noted that he started heading north on Highway 164. Again, at this time, I had known from the phone download that there was a November 7th search for storage units in Oshkosh. I know just from familiarity and living in Wisconsin almost my whole life that from Waukesha, you would be heading up north on 164 to head towards Oshkosh. So we followed him because he was now leaving the city, potentially in a direction that was related to what we had located on his phone.
And was that you and Detective Skolton that followed him?
That's correct.
Now, we've heard testimony about how Mr. Lychwick was then followed to the U-Haul facility located in Kimberly, Wisconsin. Do you recall that?
Yes.
I would ask to play again exhibit number 98, which is one of the U-Haul clips, part of that PowerPoint. It showed the outside south row. I believe it was previously published as well, and I would ask to play a portion of that with Detective Stern again.
It was, and you may.
Thank you. Okay, now what are we going to see on this video here just to kind of refresh our recollection?
I believe on this video you'll see the Kia Forte operated by Mr. Lychwick, and I believe this is the video where he is loading items into the trunk of his vehicle.
I'm playing starting from the very beginning.
Was that him? Where are you going? What are you doing? Show me that storage. Is he hiding a body? What you doing over there, sir? Sir, what are you doing over there? You looking for your 21-year-old girlfriend? Is that what you're doing? Say he was looking up countries that would accept creeps. Well, this country pays creeps
Okay, I
billions of
did skip
dollars.
forward because I was not exactly sure of the timestamp. But now I am
Allegedly.
at 2:17 and 21 seconds on the video, which
Why is he grinning? Is this funny to you, sir? Is this funny to you,
sorry.
sir?
Thank you. I went to remove it to see the timestamp on the video, and that did not work. There you go. No, okay, never mind. So I'm going back to 2140. 2:21:40, excuse me.
What were you getting out of this trunk, sir? What's going on with you in this trunk?
Okay, I'm pausing the video just before it ends. Detective Stern, was this video kind of skipping a little bit?
Yes, I learned there's context to that, and it has to do with the camera systems at U-Haul. That is not the equipment here.
Okay. Now, when we obtained this U-Haul video, had we been made aware by Ms. Maloney, and did we hear her talk about how Mr. Lychwick had come and empty his storage unit?
Yes.
And as you and Detective Skolton were following Mr. Lychwick's car back into Waukesha County, had you learned that the storage unit was confirmed to be empty?
Hit the like button for Mama.
And based upon your knowledge that there were items in that car that had been removed from that storage unit, and based on everything you knew up until this point in this investigation, did you have reason to believe that there might be items related to this investigation in the car?
Yes, based on all the factors present, as we're following him, because he did not stop anywhere and nothing got thrown out of the vehicle, as we were observing him all the way back, the reasonable conclusion that we came to was that whatever was in that storage unit was now in that car.
Madam Clerk, can you turn on the screen, please, just for the detective? Now, as you continued following Mr. Lychwick's vehicle, once it got back into the city of Waukesha, did officers perform a traffic stop on his vehicle?
Yes.
And as a result of that traffic stop, was this Kia Forte he was driving seized?
Yes.
Did officers or did you prepare a search warrant in order to search Mr. Lychwick's vehicle?
Yes.
And was that approved by a judge?
Yes.
Now, if we go back to our timeline on Exhibit 164, did this search occur the following day on December 2nd of 2024?
Yes, it did.
Now, I'd like to show you what have been marked.
What's your objection?
Assume items into evidence. The search warrant was not granted
Yes,
until after they seized the vehicle.
Mr. Lychwick, that's irrelevant for trial purposes. That is a pretrial issue. The search warrants have been ruled on by the court, and they are admissible. The evidence found from the search warrants are admissible. So the objection is overruled. Attorney Thompson, you may continue.
Now, Detective Stern, if I could go through these exhibits with you, and then I will have some questions for you about them at the end.
He is so mad. Like, I didn't get to kill none of the people I was planning to. I didn't get to kill that teenage girl that I was stalking. She's still walking around living her life. Like it's golden. Living her life like it's golden.
Do you recognize exhibits 183 through 212?
Yes.
When you executed the search warrant on Mr. Lychwick's vehicle, were photos taken during that search?
Yes.
And exhibits 183 through 212, are those the photos?
Yes, those were all taken during the search of the vehicle in the pole barn at the police department.
And they're a fair and accurate depiction of the search as it occurred on December 2nd of 2024?
Yes, they are.
I would move exhibits 183 through 212 into evidence and ask to publish to the jury.
Any objection to the admission of those exhibits, Mr. Lychwick?
I strenuously object.
Okay. The objection is overruled. Those exhibits will be allowed into evidence. Any objection to publication, Mr. Lychwick?
Yes, I object.
Okay, again, the objection's overruled. Those exhibits will be allowed to be published with the jury.
Living my life like it's golden.
And looking at exhibits 183 and 184, is this Mr. Lychwick's?
Exactly, Benjamin. He was Marcus with the tan can. That would have been funny if his name turned out to be Marcus. It is. They'd be like, oh my God, y'all, it's Marcus. It's Marcus. I wonder how Daryl's doing. I wonder how it's going. Like, how's he doing? Is he doing okay? Is he okay? Is he alright?
Vehicle.
Yep, that is the front of the vehicle.
And this is the vehicle that was searched.
That's correct.
Now, as we already heard from Specialist Schmidt about the way in which this vehicle is searched, Exhibit 185, that's the back of this car, right?
Correct.
Okay. Now, we heard from him that we go section by section of the car. So in the front driver's seat, what are we looking at Exhibit 186?
Appears to be a Maglite style flashlight.
And 187?
Binoculars underneath the seat.
188.
Various paperwork, which included the U-Haul contract that was entered as evidence during this case.
Now, in the back seat, behind the driver's seat, what are we seeing in 189?
In that red bag, if I recall correctly, it's a Sendix grocery store bag. Those are the two boots that were placed on evidence here.
And are those the two boots that we saw here in Exhibits 150 and 150A?
Yes.
And those are the boots that were sent to the crime lab in this case?
Yes.
I'm sorry, not the boots. The swabs from these boots were what were sent to the crime lab. Is that accurate?
That's accurate.
Now, when we get to the trunk of the car, which is where we see Mr. Lychwick on this U-Haul video, what do we end up finding in this car, in this trunk of this car, that had significance to you in this investigation?
So the significance in this investigation, you'll see there's kind of a blue duffel bag and that burgundy duffel bag with the blue straps on it. Also in this photograph, you can see that gravel shovel with the black duct tape around the end. If you recall, I find it strikingly similar to the video that we watched outside of 1512 East North on May 2nd of 2024.
Objection.
What's your objection?
Inference. The way he refers to the shovel as that shovel, as though it's involved in a crime, which it was not.
The objection is overruled. It is up to the jury to determine what weight and significance to give to that testimony. Attorney Thompson, you may continue.
Now, when we go to Exhibit 191, is this a closer up view of the left side of the trunk or the driver's side of the trunk?
Yes.
And then as we continue with taking these photos, do we eventually pull everything out of the trunk of the car?
Correct. We started pulling these packages one by one. We laid out tarps as described by Specialist Schmidt and methodically unpacked them to look at their contents.
Okay. Now at 192, that's the passenger side of the trunk?
Yes.
Now 193, what are the items, or where are these items from in the car?
These were located in the front passenger compartment of the vehicle.
Moving on to 194, do you know where these items were located from?
Yes, that was the back seat passenger compartment.
And is 195 a closer up view of 194?
Could you go back to 194 real quick? Yes, it is.
Okay. Why take a picture of this?
The black duct tape was something that we noted both during the autopsy as well as during the apartment with that. So again, we don't know that it's directly involved. However, it bears striking resemblance to what was located during the autopsy.
Exhibit number 196. What are we seeing here?
This is the unpacking of the burgundy and duffel bag that was located in the trunk.
Mm-hmm. Tell us about it.
And exhibit 197, is there anything here that you noted as it relates to this investigation?
As it relates to this investigation, notice the Brute brand 55-gallon contractor black plastic garbage bags. These, again, bear a striking resemblance to the plastic bags that Carlos Maldonado was located in.
And without raising them up, do you see exhibits 151 and 151A on the witness stand in front of you?
Yes, I do.
And what are those?
These are the large size garbage bags. 151A is the Brute roll that's in this photograph, to the best of my knowledge. These were located inside of the trunk during this search.
I would move exhibits 151 and 151A into evidence.
What was the identification of 151 itself?
That is a garbage bag roll, and 151A is a second garbage bag roll.
Okay. Mr. Lychwick, any objection to the admission of those exhibits?
I strenuously object. He's inferring that these had something to do with a crime. He admits they don't know what they were exactly used for.
Okay, well, that's argument to make, Mr. Lychwick, and inferences you wish to draw. Ultimately, it's the jury's determination. So exhibit 151 and 151A will be received.
And these were all the items located in this burgundy bag in the trunk. Am I understanding that correctly?
I don't believe this photograph shows the scope of it, but these items were in the burgundy bag. I believe a further out photo might show more items that were also in the burgundy bag.
Okay, and that was in 196. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Moving on to 198, what are we looking at here?
This was a ammo can that was located inside of the trunk, as well as bags of loose ammunition.
Exhibit 199, what are we looking at here?
Most notably, this was boxes of 9mm Luger ammunition.
Why do you say most notably?
Looking at that photograph, because by this time we had identified the projectiles recovered at autopsy as being 9mm, and we eventually locate the 9mm Luger pistol in the trunk of the vehicle.
Objection.
What's your objection?
Infers on a coincidence. No hard proof here.
That's not a legal reason for excluding the evidence. The objection's overruled.
Detective Stern, do you see exhibits 153 and 154 in front of you?
Yes.
What are they?
These are bags containing multiple boxes of 9mm ammunition that was located inside the trunk of his vehicle.
Are these the boxes of ammunition that we see in Exhibit 199?
Exhibit 153 is all contained in Exhibit 199.
What about Exhibit 154?
I don't see them in this particular photograph.
That's crazy, bro. Like my garbage is it's like it's supposed to be like 7 o'clock. It was already, they had started picking up at 7 o'clock. They had already started picking up the trash. And it is now 12:17. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You telling me it's taking 5 hours? It's after midnight. These people are really, you telling me that they still roaming around the complex working, picking up? I'm supposed to believe that. So it's like, this is so crazy. It's like, I wish that they would just say that they're not coming so that I could bring it in, put it back in, put that thing back in the freezer. Because I had this like, the reason it's in there is I had this thing of lettuce. And you know, you have like a head of lettuce and it just, no, it wasn't even lettuce, it was cabbage. Because I was going to make I was going to make a cabbage bowl. And it, I didn't, of course. So it stayed in the bottom little drawer thing in my fridge. And then I just saw it yesterday. I was like, what is that? I forgot it was down there. And so I was like, oh God. It was like, you know, it was wet. Like it was like not the right color. It was wet, soft. So I bagged it up, double bagged it and put it in the freezer so it could freeze so it won't, it won't smell or anything. So I throw it out. So then I pulled it out of my fucking freezer to put it in his trash, and now it's hot as shit outside. So it's hot. Like it's, of course it's, I'm not leaving that shit out over fucking night because they lied and said they were picking up the goddamn garbage. I hate that. That's why, like, my complex never had the valet thing. They never had the valet thing. Just like the beginning of this year, they just like all of a sudden decided they were going to start doing the valet thing. So annoying, bro. It's so annoying. And then I got to pay for it too. Like, I don't even like it. I don't like it. I don't trust it. I never wanted it. I don't like that. The people never bring their trash cans in. So when you go out, like there's always these trash cans everywhere. Everybody's got trash cans outside their door. They're supposed to bring them back in, but they don't. Everybody else just leaves them outside. And then they end up with dumpster juice in their trash because, like that's just how people are. They'll put like wet trash in a trash can. So then they end up getting this, it's so annoying. So then I gotta pay for this thing that I never asked for. It won't start me paying for it until my lease, thing or whatever. Like, but it's, like it's just like, oh, why did they do that? Why they always try to make it, I think it's because the trash compactor used to get all fucked up. Like there were people be sitting stuff outside, like shoving just any old thing inside the trash compactor and then they keep getting fucked up, It's like their way of trying to control they want to control the garbage, But that's crazy. $30 per house for them to do that. And they pick up trash, I think, like 4 days a week. That's quite the little contract. And then here I am at 12:20. Waiting for somebody to come and get my fucking trash that's been out since 7 o'clock. Oh, bastards.
Okay, but it was recovered from the trunk of the car?
That's correct.
Okay. Moving on to Exhibit 200, what do we see here?
Again, we see the red boxes that contain 9mm ammunition, and additional items. Some are cleaning supplies. The rods would be for a firearm.
In looking at Exhibit 201, is this a different angle of Exhibit
Fuck are
200?
these things?
Yes, those rods are, as I just referred to, those would be used for cleaning firearms.
Now, Exhibit 202, do you know what this shows?
This is the shovel that I previously pointed out in the trunk of the vehicle.
Do you see Exhibit 152 in front of you?
It's right there.
Can you please grab that, and I'll have some questions for you. What is contained in that brown bag as marked as Exhibit 152?
Metal gravel shovel that was recovered during the search of his vehicle.
I would move Exhibit
I
150.
object.
Hang on, she hasn't done anything yet. Attorney Thompson?
I would move Exhibit 152 into evidence, ask that Detective Stern open it and publish to the jury.
First, as to admission of 152, Mr. Lychwick.
I object. The poor decedent was not killed with a shovel. There is no connection directly of a shovel to this homicide investigation.
All right, that would be a relevance objection.
Relevance.
The court is allowing the evidence in over that objection. It will be received. As to publication, Mr. Lychwick.
I object.
Okay, the court will allow 152 to be opened and the item published to the jury.
If you could please open it. Detective Stern, on the top of the handle of this shovel marked as Exhibit 152, is it wrapped in anything?
Yes, this appears to be black duct tape.
Okay, thank you. You can place it back down then.
Objection.
What's your objection?
So what? Relevancy.
Okay, objection's overruled. The jury can determine what, if any, significance to give to the exhibit. You may continue, Attorney Thompson.
In looking at
That is.
Exhibit 203, is this the bag that was right next to the shovel in the previous exhibit?
Yes.
Were there any items of evidentiary value in this bag?
In that blue bag, in this photo, I'm seeing the cords in there. I believe the blue bag. Could we return to one of the exhibits that showed the overall of the trunk?
Yes. I will go back to exhibit.
Oh, Jesus. It's a lot to be nothing. Yeah, let's see.
The same data was located during that second search on the new phone because of the backup. And then no, there was no additional from the dates to the time it was seized again.
Between the two phones, did you notice a difference in the existence of a passcode?
Yes, the first phone, as Detective Fine said, did not have a passcode. The second phone did have a passcode.
After the arrest.
Objection.
What's your objection?
Inference. It makes it sound as though I did something wrong. That is not the reason why I used the passcode on the phone. I was not trained to be obfuscative. It makes me look like I'm being obfuscative.
Mr. Lychwick, you can state a legal objection. You cannot try to testify in front of the jury. I'm going to again instruct the jury to disregard the defendant's statements. The objection is overruled. The jury can draw inferences from the evidence.
Oh, Lord. It's exhausting, you guys. It's exhausting. Oh, I need some solid stuff. I need some, I need some suspicious text messages. I like to hear more about whoever this other person is that he was planning to murder. But it don't seem like there's no whole lot of real big evidence. There's just, obviously he did it, but he did it because, there was no tie. So that's why it's so hard to obviously tie him to it. There's not that type of evidence. Because I think the guy is kind of random. Him choosing that guy to kill, it's kind of random. Nothing happened. He didn't have any actual true motive. aside from him just being a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? I just want something more. I mean, I feel pretty positive that he definitely is the one that did it, but I feel like they're just like, you know what? Fuck it. We'll nail him with all this circumstantial evidence. We got a shit ton of circumstantial evidence. We're going to go with that. You know, because, you know, yeah. But I mean, yeah, he definitely did it. He's weird as shit. And he was planning on killing somebody else, some girl, of course. Of course it was going to be a girl he was planning to kill. It's always the case. Like, why do they always... It's like, bitch, I've gone my whole fucking life without knowing you existed. You know me for 20 minutes and now you feel like you get to dictate my end, bitch. Like, that is some weird fucking thought process. That's a weird thought process. You're like, you know what? Then you just, if you're not gonna be with me, then you're just gonna be gone. It's like, oh my God, I went like 46 years without knowing you existed. You like, how can I be the end of the whole thing? Like, how is that? You know me for 20 fucking minutes. Like, cut it out. You're doing too much. You're being extra. These people are so weird. So he done planned on killing this girl because she didn't want him. And now he's like, this ain't fair. I just want to go home and plan and plot to kill somebody else. Please. Just send me home. Set me free. Wee. Like, I send you home if you promise never to dye your hair black again. Because that was terrible. That was a terrible idea you had. Okay, that was awful. It was criminal. All right, y'all. For the day. The month of June is over. This will have been my actual official worst month that I've had so far since in the history of my YouTube in the last 3 years. But I did it to myself. You know, wait till the last minute. Let my depression beat the brakes off of me. I need to do better. I need to do better. Hey, Joe, what is you doing up? You're supposed to be asleep, honey. What is you doing up? Ooh. I can't believe you up and lurking, honey. You up and lurking, honey. Thought I could hear you snoring from all the way over here through the screen. I just knew you was asleep, honey. I just knew it. I know I need to do more lives. This is how it needs to function. If I did not post that day, I need to go live that day. That's how it should be going. Period on period pill. You know what I'm saying? That's what I should be on. If I was on that, I'd be doing a whole lot better. But my brain is so weird, you know. It's like I'm fighting myself. It's terrible. It's terrible. I had a server update in California. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, I'm going to climb in this bed. I'm off tomorrow, though. So, what I'm going to try to do, Marilyn, I'm going to do. I need to just say, I'm going to do. I'm going to go live tomorrow, like early. I'm going to do, 2 of them. If I don't manage to be able to do a video, which, I mean, just, oh my God, my brain has not even been in that mode. I'm about to, I want to do my, finish setting up my, because I'm starting a new channel that's going to be a vlogging channel. Like, so it's just like me vlogging, like, kind of see me existing in the world. I already got like pretty much, in fact, I think, yeah, my first one is it's like done. You know, it's all like edited up and everything. Like, but like I haven't settled on my thumb, like my picture and all my little stuff. So I want to do that, but it's like, you know, um, I mean, it's just like it's like another income. You know, I have an actual regular job. Luckily, I never believed in myself enough to quit my job for this. Luckily, I've always been pretty paranoid, so I was like, yeah, no. I did go I'm part-time now, which I mean really helped with my mental, because when I was full-time, the struggle was real. I'm like, I was like, it was a whole nother thing. Yeah, but you know, uh, yeah. I mean, right now it's a small portion of it because it's bad. But yeah. Anyway, either way, I'm gonna try to go live tomorrow. Every time it's like I get all weirded out by the end of the month because it's like I have to do my little last little push. But just so it won't be so bad, because you know, but but then there's the it's like then there's the, well, tomorrow is, but tomorrow is the first. Tomorrow's the first though, which means that's an opportunity for me to stop being such a fucking weirdo. Tomorrow is the first of another month, and it's my birthday month. Ooh, mama is gonna be 21 this month. Y'all didn't know. Mama about to be 21. Don't question me. Don't question me. Mama's about to be 21, y'all. She gonna be 21 again. Again. For the third time. I'm gonna be 21 for the third time. I'm just kidding. Yes, honey. And in July, it's gonna be, you know, you have to tell yourself things that aren't true. So you gotta be unreasonable with your ambitions. You gotta ambit high. I just made that word up. You gotta ambit high, okay? And so high that even though you do really good, it's less than what you were, you know, and your ambition was, but it's still more than what it you know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta shoot extremely high, and that way, even if you do half of that, it's still really, really unreasonably great, you know. Fake it till no, don't fake it till you make it. You just gotta be delusional, you know, to get so far. There's a certain amount of delusion that you have to have. That's here's the proof. When you journal, the best way to journal is to write it as if it happened. Like you would say things like, um, um, it's, you know, I've been doing this for this long or whatever, and now I can't believe I am, and then you start just saying the things that aren't real now. They aren't real yet. But you just kind of write it as if it is. Like you're telling yourself, I can't believe that I just now have, I just bought, you know, these tickets. I'm finally going to fly over the water. I'm going to Greece. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't believe that I have this thing, whatever. That's like how you journal. There's a certain amount of delusion that you have to have. If you aim to be more than whatever logically you thought that you could be, there's a certain amount of delusion that you want to have. You know what I'm saying? Like that delusion is underrated, baby. You gotta be a little bit delusional. I delude myself into thinking that in 6 months from now, and I imagine me thinking, wow, it's weird that everything's like this now, as opposed to how it was before. And it just happened out of nowhere. And then now look, da, 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 like in my mind, because the way that I was 4 years ago and me now, like I know stuff now that back then, that version of me did not even think that was possible. That version of me did not even think that was possible. And now I look back and I'm like, shit. Huh. I didn't even know that was a thing. Like I didn't know that was a possibility. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, affirmations. Yeah, I used to do all of that shit. I would do I would listen to I would lay in my bed and I would fall asleep to those like the affirmation little videos that would go on for like 3 hours so that I would pass out to them. I'd have it so low that I could barely hear it, but it would be in my ear, you know. I would do all of that stuff. You gotta be delusional. You wanna be delusional. Like nobody who ever got like to the peak wasn't delusional. You got to have some delusion. You missing out. I put it to you like this. If you ain't got no delusion, you missing out. Like, I don't even write anymore. Okay, I used to write. I'm actually very good at writing. But I don't even write anymore. But I still have a delusion that I'm gonna be a New York Times best-selling author one day. It's in my brain. It's always been there. It never went away. And when I stopped writing, that still is there. And I know there's a reason why that's there, which means that there's going to be a stage in my life where suddenly I'm going to put something together that's going to end up counting as something that can be that lands me on the New York Times best-selling author list. You know, like, I don't know what it's going to be, whatever that was, but something's going to happen. Like, I used to be like, I want to be a radio, but like my ambition thing was I wanted to be a radio host, like a radio jockey, because, you know, I like to think of myself as hilarious, but I don't necessarily like to be, I'm not crazy about being seen. I'm more, always just thought I'd be better just to be heard, not seen. It's just like, you know, but so radio host thing was always in my head, but this is long before YouTube was a thing. YouTube didn't exist, but I always knew I was a voice. I needed a microphone. See, right? So like that was something that was always just in my head. And then it manifested in the way that it manifested. I was writing and then I was like, I sick of people not reading it. So then I was like, maybe I could just read my writings. So where do you do that? I that's how I opened up my YouTube thing. That's what my first videos are, just me reading the articles that I wrote. And then I was like, let me make an intro video of me just introducing myself. And when I saw myself do that and I rewatched it and I was like, oh my God, yeah, okay. You know what? I think I'm actually made for this. Like, and I've been doing it ever since. Like, I always used to hate my own voice until then. I thought my voice was so weird. But you got to have a certain amount of delusion, baby. Get you some delusion. You know what I'm saying? Start being delusional. And also it is never too fucking late. That's something else I've learned. That it is never too fucking late. You always got to imagine yourself 10 years from now, looking back at now, telling yourself 10 years from now, telling yourself now, damn, you really could have still done that then. You still could have done that then. You did. You could have done it then. You didn't need to not do it. Like it wasn't too late. So you got to function like that. If you still alive, You still alive and you still breathing? It ain't too late. You know what? We know when it's officially too late, when you stop doing those things I just listed. When you stop breathing, okay? Basically, that's it. Basically, it's actually you stop breathing and your brain stop working there. Those two things. Ooh. Long story in mind too. Let's see. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go to bed and I'll be live tomorrow. I'm gonna try to do it early, like 2, like maybe even before. I'm gonna try to see if I can. I wonder if I can do it 12 o'clock. What y'all think? Y'all think I could do it? Y'all think that y'all think I have it in me to be live at 12 o'clock? Y'all think mama can do it? Wait a second. Let me see something. Did my live stream restart? Oh, yes, Liz. Oh, yes, honey. I'm going to tell you. You will, anytime, whenever the people who journal, you definitely want to journal. Whenever people journal, this is the thing about when you just, it's not even about being consistent. It could be random. You could have 3 different books that you sometimes write in, but you'll notice something is whenever you end up coming across those later and you look in them, you'll be like, oh shit, I actually did that. Like that, there was that thing, you'll see something in your journal that you wrote down and you'll be like, oh my God, I actually have that now. I remember I wrote this like that I wanted this thing and look, and now I actually have it. I didn't even realize it. You know, you lose track, but you write, once you write it down, this is the rule of journaling is this. Once things become real, they're real. They're just not there yet, but they're there. It's like this thing. So once you write it down as if it happened, it's now in a physical form. Like that thought that you had, that thing that you wanted, that ambition that you had, it's now in a physical form. So that's the beauty of writing it down, is that you give it a physical form. It comes out of here and it becomes an actual physical thing. And once you do that, the universe kind of knows, it's like, oh, this is so this is a thing. And it starts just kind of moving things around. And the next thing you know, you're standing in this spot and you don't even know how you got there, because you know, it wasn't at your forethought the whole time, because at some point you wrote it down and it sat there instead. So when I tell you journaling is the shit, and do it delusional. Dream bigger, dream way bigger than what you think. I made the mistake. I'm gonna tell you this. Me and my YouTube channel, I kept saying this thing. I'm gonna tell you, I fucked myself up when I first was, like I said, I would say this is when I was making zero, like money, no money at all on my YouTube channel. Like I was monetized, but it just, you know, if I could post a video and get like 60 views on it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like this thing, but it was normal to me. That was like normal to me then, so it wasn't like a big deal. It wasn't like, because I had never crossed over the thing, so that was just, it never got bigger than that for me, right? So I would always say, I'm not trying to get rich on YouTube, okay? I'm not trying to do that. I'm like, because in my mind it was like an impossible thing. So I would deliberately, I would say it out loud. I would even write it down. I would say, I'm not trying to get rich on YouTube. I just want to get I would just like to make enough to replace my income from my job. So basically just enough to be like, basically kind of like what I make at my job for that. So in my mind, I was thinking, then I could replace my job with this. But that wasn't even a reasonable thought, because the way that my brain works, I would never have trusted that even if that happened. So I still would never have quit my job because I'm too nervous for that. Right? So I never would have done it. I wouldn't have trusted it. So I had no business ever saying that out loud, but because I said it, it's exactly what happened. The thing that I asked for, what I asked for it, is exactly what happened. I got to the point where I was making exactly what I was making at work. Like, and I was like that's exactly what I asked for, is exactly what I got. Had I asked for more, I would have gotten more, but I did it. And I said it. I did it for I said that for at least 2 years in a row. I kept saying the same thing. And so it just it's festering. So I have to be like super proactive about saying bigger. But at the same time, I'm not willing to be a sellout. And the line that I'm in right now, to break that, I would have to start fucking like the people who are doing really well, that are like closer to what in my spectrum of what I do. If you go to their channels now, the raccoonery is ridiculous. Like you'll notice a theme. You'll notice a theme if you go to, let's just look at their channels and look at the thumbnails and see the type that, like, what all their videos are. They literally are people who just like, it's basically like black folks who talk shit about black folks all day long, to appease like racist white people. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally the thing. That's what they're doing. So I'm like, absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. Fuck no. And so because I wasn't willing to hop on that bus, hell no. I don't even watch them people no more. It's like, that shit is sad as fuck, bro. I'm gonna get there though, because the universe loves me. I don't know why. I do know why. I know why the universe loves me. I know why it do. And I know it got my back. But I need to aim higher, and I need to be more ambitious, and I need to journal every day, because the more you write it, the more it exists. The stronger it is, the bigger it is. So I need to journal every day. And so do you. Ooh, 60 views and 60 cents. I know that's fucking right. Ooh, what's up? It's terrible. All right, let me get out of here. I'm going to bed. I'm going to try to see if I can go live at 12 o'clock. No pressure. It's weird because this live stream is saying that I've been on here for 21 minutes. That's impossible. So this live stream must have like did something at one point and then popped back open. Lord only knows when that happened. Okay. All right, y'all. Later, Gators.